Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome back to a 6th week online class in which we will do chapter 2, Bills of Exchange. And the reference link is given in your PDF file. Just click on that and you will get to know the information of whatever is given in that PDF file. So today we are going to do our chapter 2, Bills of Exchange. So first of all, I will take the important terms. Please go through the video very carefully because in this we are going to do the practical questions related to bills of exchange. So first I will make clear the important terms, then we will do the practical question of each and every case. So first of all, important terms. The first one is term of bill. So term of bill means the period intervening between the date on which a bill is drawn and the date on which it becomes due for the payment is called term of bill. So in simple language, that when the seller has drawn the check, means made the check, until he get the check, between that period is known as term of bill. Suppose, for example, the bill has been drawn by the drawee on 1st of April and after 2 months it is going to be paid like 1st April. After 2 months it will become April to May, May to June, means on June that period between April to June will be termed as the term of bill. Next is due date. Due date is the date on which the payment of bill is due. The date on which the payment is due, it's known as due date. Like I have given you the example that 1st of April and till 1st of June. 1st of June will become the due date. So due date can be ascertained in the following manner. Like in the last class I have explained you the bills at sight, bill after date, bill after sight. So in case if it is given in your question that bill at sight, then due date is the date on which bill is presented for the payment, and bills after date is due date is equal to date of drawing plus term of bill. In case of bill after sight, due date will be date of acceptance plus term of bill. So days of grace. Drawee is allowed 3 extra days after the due date of bill for making payments. Like suppose on 1st April till 1st June, so I will add 3 more days on 1st of June. So my date will become 4th of June, and that date is known as date of maturity. So days of grace simply means 3 extra days which has been given to you after the due date. Such 3 days are known as days of grace. Now the date of maturity, as I have given you example that in 1st June you will add 3 more days. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, then your date will become 4th of June. That is known as date of maturity. So now the accounting treatment has been given that how you can calculate the date of maturity. So date of maturity is equal to due date plus 3 grace days. It will become more clear from the example or the illustration one that I have given to you, that is a bill of exchange for rupees 25,000 is drawn. So means the amount of bill is 25,000 which is drawn by A. He is a drawer or a seller. On B. B is a purchaser or drawee. On 1st of April 2020 for 3 months. B accepted the bill on 10th April 2020. So you have to find the due date and the date of maturity if the bill is after date. So first of all we will find out the due date. So due date is date of drawing. As you can see, 1st April 2020, 1st April 2020 is the due date, and the months that has been given to you are 3 months. 3 months. So I will add 3 months in 1st of April. So as adding 1st April plus 3 months you will get 1st of July 2020, because April to May, May to June, June to July. So on 1st of July 2020 is our due date on which you will get the money. And after that, date of maturity is simple formula that in due date you will add 3 grace days. So your due date is 1st of July and 3 grace days makes is 4th July 2020. So our date of maturity is 4th July 2020. So as you can see, it is very easy. You have to just add the months that has been given to you in the question. Like on 1st April, I am going to add 3 months. April to May, May to June, June to July. So it will become 1st of July, and after that I will add 3 more grace days on 1st. So by adding 1st plus 3 is equal to 4th of July. So this is the formula to just calculate the date of a maturity. Now we will move towards accounting treatment of bills of exchange. So in this, if your bill becomes due on the maturity date or on the due date, bill is honored, means the drawee pay you the bill on the date which he promised. Then the accounting treatment under this heading is based on the assumption that bill is duly honored at maturity of the bill. The drawer can treat the bill in the following ways. So we have 4 cases, but in our today class we will discuss only case 1. Case 1 is bill is retained by the drawer till date of maturity, means the drawer get the amount on the due date. So children, for that, first of all we will do the transactions in the books of both drawer and drawee. As in class 9, I have explained you the golden rules of accounts that are, I will revise for you or recall for you. The first golden rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. That is the real account rule. Then the second one, debit the receiver, credit the giver, that is for personal account. And the last one, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains, that is for your nominal account. So in this, the mainly 3 transaction is going to happen. The first transaction says when goods are sold on credit. As you know, when the transaction is taking place between 2 parties like drawer and drawee, so first is the selling and purchasing of good. So the first entry is going to happen in the case of drawer, and the first entry that is going to happen in the case of drawee will remain in the way of sales and purchase. So you have to do the entry in the books of both the drawer and drawee. So first of all, I will explain with this flow chart that how you are going to do the entry in the books of drawer and drawee. And in the next part, I have given you one illustration which make you clear that how you have to draw the format and then how you are going to do the entry in the books of both the parties. As you are aware of journal chapter which we have done in 9th, this is the part of that only in which how to do the entries. So the format will remain same, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit, in which you are going to show the amounts. So first of all, the first entry which we are going to do in the drawer part, that is drawee account debit to sales account. And in drawee you are going to do the entry for purchase, purchases account debit to drawer account. Like I told you, you have to apply the rule. Sales is your nominal account, so sales is your income, that is always credited, and purchase is also a nominal account but it is your expense, that's why it is debited. Then when bill is drawn, the second entry which is going to happen in this case, now the bill is made. So the drawer is going to make the bill. So for him it is called bill receivable because he is going to receive the payment. And for drawer it is bills payable because he is going to pay the amount for that bill. So bills receivable account debited to drawee account as debit what comes in. So in second case, drawer account debited to bills payable account because he is going to pay debit what credit what goes out. The last entry, when the bill is then the bill is honored on date of maturity. In this you are going to write the date of maturity and you are going to receive the bill. So it is debited to your account, bank account debited to bills receivable account, and he is going to pay bills payable account debited to bank account. So now it will become more clear by the illustration. First of all, I will clear you that what this illustration says. X sold goods to Y. So X is a drawer and Y is the drawee. On 1st April 2019 for 20,000 on credit. So the date is also given on which the transaction has taken place, and the amount is also given on credit, and drew upon him a bill for the same amount payable after 3 months. And they say that the bill is going to be paid after 3 months. So Y accepted the bill and returned it to X. So the drawee, who is Y, accepted the bill and he says that I will return on the same date. On the date of maturity, bill was presented to Y for the payment and he honored the bill. Means Y paid the bill on maturity and he honored it to X. So now in this you know that there are two parties, X and Y, and you have to do the entry in both the parties till the date of maturity. So X will be your drawer and Y will be your drawee. So first of all, calculate the date of maturity. So the date of maturity, as I told you in the illustration 1, that in this you can see 1st April 2019 is the date of maturity, that is your that is your bill drawn date, and after 3 months it is going to be paid. So you can find out from 1st April 3 months, April to May, May to June, June to July, means it will be payable on 1st July 2019, but we are going to add 3 more grace days. So by adding 3 more grace days, it will become 4th of July 2019. So date of maturity is 4th July 2019. So first of all, you will write in your solution, in the books of X, the name of that is X and he is called your drawer. Then the journal, because we are going to make the journal. So date, particulars, LF, debit, credit, this is your format as we have done in class 9 also. So in first column you are going to write the year and date. So when the transaction has take place, that is 1st of April, so we are going to write 1st April on the date column, and particulars column we are going to do the journal entries. So I told you that the name of the person will not come in whose book you are going to entry. So in this, being goods sold to X by to Y on credit. So to whom goods are sold? To Y. So you will debit Y's account to sales account, and then to sales account, in which you will write a narration, being goods sold to Y on credit. In debit you are going to write the 20,000 amount, and in credit also you are going to write 20,000 of amount. Then the second entry, when the acceptance of bill is received, means when the bill is made by X. So that is also on 1st of April. Bills receivable account debited to Y's, being acceptance received by Y, and you will write the amount on your debit and credit column. So now in the third entry you will write the date of maturity, because now the Y is going to make the payment to X. So the date will change in the third entry, that will be July 4th. Bank account debited to bills receivable account, being payment of bill received from Y, and the amount will rupees 20,000. Now you will make the same format, but now in the books of Y, you will write the drawing and you will do the journal entries like date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Then on July, you are going to write on the third column. First of all, when the transaction has take place between the two parties, like on April 1, 2019, purchases account debited to X and the amount will remain same on debit and credit column. Then second entry, when the acceptance is received by X, that is X account debited to bills payable account, being the acceptance given to X. Now the maturity date comes when Y paid the bill to X. So on July 4th, bills payable account debited to bank account, being the payment of bill made on date of maturity, and the amount is 20,000. So student, this is the practical which we have done for case 1. So I have given you assignment. Please go through the video, read the assignment carefully, make your notes, and then do the following question, in which you have to find out the date of maturity, and you have to do the same question for case 1. The statement is changed, the thing is changed, but you first of all you will find out who is the drawer and drawee, and then do the entries in the books of both. And please remind these important notes that first draw the journal format, then follow the rules or the golden rules of journal entries, and at last no need to write the name of the person in whose books you are going to do the entries. So please go through the video and go through your illustration carefully, and then solve these practical questions. Then we will do the case 2 and case 3 in our next class. All the best, do well, goodbye.